Hi, welcome back to the second part of the class on managing quality in the airline engineering. The maintenance program evaluation organization have 4 responsibilities areas as shown. This class will discuss the topic of quality assurance. Quality assurance. Conceptually, quality assurance emphasizes on findings and correcting defects before the products or services reaches the customers. Applying the strategic approach, quality assurance became more proactive, focusing on preventing mistakes that could lead into defects in a product or services, emphasizing customer satisfaction. Aviation Regulation JAR 145 requires certified organization to have quality assurance department. It is responsible for standards throughout the company and audits to ensure procedures are followed. This department therefore need to oversee the quality audit. Technical Records and Standards section. Quality assurance. Responsible for carrying out certain administrative actions for the Director of M&E. They are also responsible for the conduct of annual audits of all M&E organization. These includes those outside the airline that provide work or other assistance to the airline. They also are responsible for the development and management of the company quality system. Technical Records is also their responsibilities. To summarize its functions, the 4 blocks diagram are shown here. Continuing Analysis and Surveillance System, CASC FAR 121. 373. To detect and correct deficiencies in maintenance program effectiveness and performance. Look at possible problem areas. Determine the corrective action required and tracks the activities afterward to determine the effectiveness of the correction. Involve data collection and analysis through monitoring all activities in maintenance, suppliers and contractors. Quality audits. In support of CAS, quality audit to be performed on each and every unit within M&E organization, performed annually. A detailed, fact-finding effort to look at all aspects of the operation, determine any discrepancies, and establish a corrective action with finite time for correction of each such discrepancy. Both administrative and supervisory aspects of the operation, as well as the performance of work. An audit on work performance involve the followings: evaluating the adequacy of tools, test equipments and facilities, evaluating the competencies of the assigned personnel, evaluating the shop D and offices orderliness, evaluation on the use of tools, parts, supplies and paperwork in accordance with the set procedure. Sample audits on airline activities. Steps includes of processes and procedures related to line, hangar and shop maintenance. Processes and procedures related to material. Processes and procedures related to engineering. Processes and procedures related to training of maintenance and inspection personnel. Technical Records Department. Operators are required to maintain certain records on the status of the operating aircraft. This is to ensure that aircraft are maintained in airworthy condition and in accordance with certification requirements. Records shows current status of the aircraft and that is up to date. Critical for new operator of the said aircraft when sold. The 4 types of records. Continuous records, routine records, repetitive records and permanent records, continuous records, continuously updated to reflect status of the airline's operation at any point in time, general records, including time, in-service records, life-limited parts, AD status, aircraft records, current inspection status, component records, overhaul list, component history cards, routine records, usually maintained for a period of 15 months, may be transferred to permanent status, general records, fleet campaigns, completed checklists, aircraft records, logbooks, engine and OPU records, logbooks, repetitive records. Identify all work that is repeated at regular intervals such as daily transit and letter checks, aircraft records, maintenance, inspection checks, signed off, maintenance, inspection checks, signed off, weight and balance, engine and OPU records, overhaul, check and hot section inspections, kept until the next check, but summary is kept for audit purposes. Permanent records. Identify permanent changes to the configuration of the aircraft, engines, components and appliances and are retained permanently. It will be transferred with the aircraft when it is sold. General records, AD compliance records, SBSL compliance records, major repairs, alterations, records, FAA Form 337 major repair alterations,